Hi everyone, I'm Marilena Tarantino from POLI.design, and today I will be moderating the presentation of the Specializing Master in Yacht Design. Don't forget to write your question in the dedicated Q&A box. Let me introduce the speakers for today's presentation: Andrea Ratti, Scientific Director of the Master; Arianna Bionda, Vice Director of the Master. Before leaving the floor to the faculty, I would like to introduce POLI.design new positioning. The claim, "Unlock your design energy," means our commitment to recognize and enhancing the unique potential and differences of each student. We aim to nurture personal aptitudes and inclination, offering a supporting environment that empowers students to become professionals ready to assume leadership roles and tackle complex challenges. Each master, of course, unlocks a distinct energy, so I will now leave the floor to the faculty to provide more details.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure for us to be here introducing you some information related to the content of the master and even technical feature, how we manage teaching activities, and for sure what's the goal of the master. Sorry, I mistake the button. I would like to introduce something that is related to the history of the master, because we are launching now the 24th edition of the master. That means that there's a very deep experience in managing what is needed in the field of yacht design, what is the situation that we are facing in nautical sector, and how we can drive teaching activities in order to be effective, the formation path, and even put into the market professional that could answer to the increasing request of professional in the sector. This, let's say, is a complex task, and I have to say that over this year we had the opportunity to calibrate not exactly the content, the teaching content of the master, but how to manage. In the second part of the presentation, we will go deeper in details in showing you how is defined the structure and how the teaching activity will be exploited to better understand what I'm saying now. For sure, I could anticipate, then we can give to you further details on that. We are facing a quite topic moment for the yachting field, because over the last year we saw an increasing growth of the sector, numbers of yacht and the market as well, and that means that an increasing number of professionals are required. And is for this reason that I'm saying that is a lucky period in which to see inside this field, but understand very well what's the contribution in terms of innovation and way of driving new ideas in the field, because this is a specific request of this period. For sure, the first task that we take in the master is to give tools. Tools means knowledge and skills to manage the design process that is related to the concept and the production of a yacht. This is something very complex, because a yacht is at the same time a living space, is a transportation system, and is a technological folder of innovation, an increasing request of having on board fittings, systems, very complex, great electronics, and so on. And that means that manage the whole process is day by day more complex. So that means that we have to transfer to you several information that are related to different field and different discipline, and is for this reason that after we'll give you how this will be possible in a let's say quite short period of time, because it's a semester of teaching activity. I'm Andrea Ratti, and with Arianna Bionda we manage the structure of the master. We are both architect and specialized in technology, composite material management, electronics, and knowledge related to the development of new features on board. And we try anytime to update the content and information that we drive into the master accordingly to the develop of the request of the market. As I told you, there are several goals that we have in the master, and several tools that we use to manage in this period the possibility to transfer to you all the information needed. And for sure we have the need to transfer technical skills that are related to principle of yacht design, and even tools that can support you in developing the design of a yacht, but even understand what's behind the process, the building process, and the management of the process. The complexities I talked before is something that is typically connected to the design process and the building process of a yacht. So having this knowledge and this sensitiveness and this consciousness is basic to be part of the design and building process. And that means that in the path we involved in the faculty colleagues from different universities, but we involve even professionals that day by day are involved in design or building process or control of the process itself. I leave to Arianna to go more in details, in transfer some information in how the process is managed and what's the peculiarity of this process.
Thank you very much, Andrea. Thank you to all of you to be here today. So I will go a bit deeper into the structure and the content of the Master in Yacht Design. So as you can see here, the structure of the Master in Yacht Design has, let's say, two main periods. One period, the first semester, starting from February till the end of July, is the part of the Master in classroom, where you'll be here in Politecnico di Milano in POLI.design to deal with the theoretical modules of the master, but also to the class exercise. So it means design, project, and workshop about yacht design. The second part of the master, so starting from September on, for the second semester, is the part of the internship. Well, your training activities will be directly in the industry for what concern studios and shipyard as well. So the learning model that you will have during the master is, let's say, divided in three big macro categories. The first one is about theories and methods, when you learn principle of yacht design, the rules, the method, the regulatory framework. Then you have a module on history and culture of yacht design, and a module of naval architecture, specifically for sailing boat and motor yacht. In the second area of tools and techniques, you will acquire all the knowledge needs for drawing and modeling a 3D hull and the superstructure of a yacht, gaining also information about the soft skills needed for yacht designer, for about communication, presentation, and preparation for your professional activities, and all the building techniques that are needed to build a boat. On the third macro area about the professionalizing models, you will learn more and more and more in practice, together with the, let's say, a faculty that will be 100% professionals in the sector. You will go into interior design, product design, and yacht design for sailing boat and motor yacht, production processes, business plan, control quality, and everything about the onboard equipment and propulsion system that you will find on board sailing boat and motor yacht. So you can see here that these, let's say, 3 macro areas is not something, let's say, vertical content or something that will remain static, but we organize the master in a way that all the lecture will interact together, will gain contributing in the area of the yacht design, yacht engineering, yacht management, the direct designing workshop and designing your new boat and new concept, empowerment, and in-field experiences. So you will see here as the modules interact one with the other to gain you the information. As Andrea says before, we are used to work with students that coming from different background, different culture. The way that we work to unlock your energy, your design energy in your design, is to provide you all these tools in interactive way to give you all the keys to enter into the sector. The sector that will see you as professionals and in different areas, in the area of the yacht design concept or naval architecture engineering, but also has professional in technical office in the shipyard, as project manager directly in the line of production of the boat, or directly in control and quality control of the boat in production and after sales and management. Together also with the single part of the component of the yachts that could be more related to the interior design, that it means styling, decor, and customization of the yacht itself, or the equipment, the system, and all the electrical components that could be on board. You will see here how our students, let's say, will found internship position for both in studios and in shipyard and all around the world. So do not expect to come here to Italy for, let's say, just be connected with the Italian world of yacht design, but you will be really connected with the international community of yacht designer. Beside our classroom, a strategic point is, let's say, pointing on the other classroom activities, what we call the external activities in the classroom that are laboratory experiences in the Politecnico di Milano laboratories, but also in companies of supplier for what concern, for example, composite material, or visiting a shipyard, meeting with the international designer, and sailing experience as well. That is one of the preferred experience from our students, we have to say. Together with the sailing experience, other fantastic experience that is much appreciated by our students is the workshop activities. In workshop, you will be really involved in a real team of designer and engineer to design your own boat. The boat that will be sailing boat and motor boat. And here you can see something on the activities that you will do and on the experience that you gain through the design workshop. So we will ask you to design a sailing boat on the measure between 20 and 24 meters, let's say on the area of small craft, and the motor yacht under a super yacht under 500 GT, gross tonnage. You will know better what does it mean, all those numbers for the rules and regulation in yacht design. But just to say to you that for all these projects, we will ask you to go from concept design to executive design and engineering. So delve into all the part of the yacht design sector. I will give you back the voice to Andrea to explain you which are the possibility after our master, so after the class period and after the internship period.
Yes, just to give you some further details before giving room to question and answer session. It's important, but because to underline some activities that are connected to the teaching activity, as Ariana told you, there's an internship, will be the first opportunity to get you in touch with real experience, both in design activities or in building construction. But there are several activities that we push that is related, for example, to taking part to awards. That is another way to put yourself in competition. That means test your capabilities and compare to designers coming from all over the world on a topic that is the topic of the different awards that are now available. Just for saying, yesterday afternoon I took part to the jury of one of these, evaluating several design products coming from all over the world and giving prizes to this. This is very effective because, for example, in that committee there were 10 famous and international yacht designers, and that means that having the possibility to show to them the product of your exercise could be very effective, and mainly very effective the feedback that you can receive when you get a prize. We can say that some of these awards saw people coming from the master winning the award, and that means that it's something that give us a feedback of the effectiveness of the formation path that we put in place. Another information that I can give you, we just defining an agreement with the Boat Show Television, that is a television focused on yacht design and yacht building. And Yacht Design, that is a newspaper that I imagine you could already know. And with them, we define a possibility to work together. And so next year, that means that you will be the first edition of the master, for which the teaching activities and some other activities related to the involvement of partners coming from the field will be made in the building where the boat show has his studio, and that means once more being connected to the principal players of the field. We believe that this agreement that we just defined will be a further opportunity to boost the possibility for you to be connected to the yachts field. So we think that, as I anticipated, this is even a good period to start learning and taking professional skills in yacht design. After the COVID period, we saw a constant increase of the dimension of the yacht, the request of the market, and we can assure you that over this time we receive more requests of skilled professionals than we are able to offer, considering that the number of people are available at the end of the master are, let's say, 30 people per year. Probably we finished the time available, so I give back the information, the talk for giving you formal require, and then we have time for questions.
So thank you to our speakers for their presentation. To take part in the selection, by scanning the QR code, you can access to the Specializing Master webpage. Click on the Apply button, create your account, and upload all the required documents. Once your account is created, you can save and complete the application also later. Please remember that the applications are processed in chronological order until all the spots are filled. These are indeed the final deadlines, so please don't wait until the last minute to apply. You also have the opportunity to take the interview on July 16 from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. By visiting the Specializing Master webpage, you also have the chance to discover our promotional policy, our commitment to support your study path at POLI.design and your future. Now we can move on to the Q&A session. I will read out the question that we received in the chat box. The first one is, are there any software a candidate is supposed to know to take part in the selection?
Yes, let's say attend the master with profit, we really suggest you to be able to use the following software. So the first one is AutoCAD for 2D drawings, and one 3D software at your choice. What we can say that is the most commonly used in Yacht design is Rhinoceros 3D. So a suggestion could be to be able to, let's say, modeling with the 3D in Rhino, even if other software, included parametric software, could be used to model a yacht.
Okay, thank you. Another question. I have seen there is also another course that is in interior yacht design. Could you explain the difference between the two?
Yes, are two complete different paths because in this case we are presenting a master, a university master. That means 1 year period, 60 university credits, and is a path where the goal is to have has an output a complete yacht designer. So a designer who is skilled to manage the whole process, starting from the idea, passing through the naval architecture features, and managing system fittings, interiors, and so on. The second is not a master, is a shorter course, is going to start beginning of October and will last 3 months, and is specifically focused on the interior design skills. That means that the target of these professionals are the supply chain, the subcontractors of the yard that mainly manage the realization of interiors on board. So are two different kind of professionals that can be complementary, but are very different in terms of specific skills and even in involvement in the activity that we plan.
If I can,
Add.
if I can add, I would like just to say that this question is something, let's say, that many of our students also in Politecnico di Milano ask us, and always I answer to them saying, it depends what you want for your future career. So if it's your future career, you would like to become an interior yacht designer, maybe the executive interior yacht design course fit better for you, because it will gain you more information about interiors, how they are built, how they are managed, till the executive design. But if your, let's say, goal for life is to become a yacht designer 360, that means that there are all the engineering part of yacht design as well, so no other chance to take part of the master in yacht design.
So thank you. It seems there are no further questions. I would like to thank the faculty of the Specializing Master in Yacht Design once again for staying here today, and stay connected to find out more about POLI.design and our services.